Welcome back to my channel, wonderful sewing family. So in today's tutorial we're going to be sewing our A-line dress with A-line sleeve. Okay, so if you missed out on the cutting of this dress, please check my channel. You're going to see the tutorial, watch it, and you will get the real understanding of what we did here. Okay, so you can see the outcome of this our beautiful A-line dress. This is the outcome, and how to make this beautiful dress is what we are going to be learning in this tutorial. So I want you to stick to the end of the tutorial to be able to achieve this. So you can see the beautiful dress. I know you're going to love it at the end of it. So I proceeded to cut out my lining piece for the front, the back, and my sleeve as well. Then the next thing I did was to create my channel. As you can see from this picture now, you can see the channel we created, that was created with sequence. Okay, and that is what I already created here. So I'm going to be explaining everything to you, how I got this lines here in detail. Okay, so don't worry yourself about that. So to get this line, the first thing you're going to do is to measure from your shoulder to your waistline, because that is what I did. You see this line here that I'm marking on, it is my waistline. Okay, then you know that the longest part of the channel is longer than the waistline, right? So I came down 2.75. Okay, that is 2.5 and 1/4. That is from my waistline, and to create the longest one, and the wideness is 2 inches. So I marked the midpoint. I measured the wideness of my front part. Okay, like you see me doing now. Okay, so this is how I got it. I measured and I divided my tape into two like this. Then that was how I was able to get the midpoint of the front part of my fabric. Can you see it? So the center line, can you see it's true? So the wideness is 2 inches. Can you see it? Okay, can you see it? So I marked it up to the neckline. So I mark the next one, which is the one on my exact waistline, is also 2.75 inches shorter than the first one. Then the third one is also 2.75 inches. Then I have 1.25 inches intervals. Okay, so the inches between them is 1.25 intervals. That is what is between them. That is what makes them different. Okay, so you can see the line here will have 3 lines. So I repeated the same process on my sleeve as well. So I measured my sleeve, okay, and got the midpoint of my sleeve. Okay, both the horizontal and the vertical midpoint of my sleeve. Then I made the wideness 2 inches as well, just as it is on my main fabric. Okay, then I made the interval on the sleeve 1.5 inches. That is the difference between one stripe to another. Then the length is also 2.75. That is the length of the, it's like a brick is layered, the other one is longer. We have the longest, we have second to the longest, and we have the other third one. Okay, so the next thing I did was to cut out my sequence. Okay, so here is the sequence I cut out and added my stair to it. Okay, so some people call it stair, some people call it gum. Okay, so this one is the medium size gum. Okay, so that is what I gum on it. This is very necessary because this sequin fabric is stretchy. Okay, it's stretchy and it kind of folds. So when you gum this, it stabilized. So the wideness I cut was 3 inches, and I went on to hem 0.5 inches on both sides, and at the end I had 2 inches. Can you see it? So I cut out 3 inches wide, then hem in both side with half inch, then I have 2 inches. So I'm going to be placing it this way. So you're going to do this hemming of both sides with your iron. Okay, so that it stays in place. So I'm going to be arranging it the way I want it to be. After arranging it, I am going to pin it down. Okay, so I'm going to first secure with my pins, then I'll be folding the hem here. That is the end. Okay, so that is what I did here. Can you see? I went on to cut and secure with my pins, as you can see. So at this point I have not sewn it to the fabric. I just secure with my pin, and please, that is what you need to do. Secure properly with your pin and see how it look like. So this is going to be 0.5 inches longer, so that you can use the 0.5 inches to hem. Okay, so that is what I did. Okay, so I'm going to run a stitch on top of it like this, I'm going to use a stitch to hold it down. So I repeated the same process on my sleeve as well. Okay, can you see my sleeve? I went on to pin it down on my sleeve, as you can see, and just as I mentioned, you're going to be leaving 0.5 inches here to use and fold it to the fabric like this and stitch on top. Okay, so that is what you are going to do on all of them. So I'll take it to my machine and sew it and bring it back. So I went on to sew it and bring it back, and this is how it looks. So I'm going to turn it to the wrong side, that is the back, and I'm going to cut out the excess around the neckline. Okay, so this is what you are going to do. Allow it to go beyond the neckline. Then when you finish sewing it, you now turn it like this and cut out the excess. By so doing, you still have the shape of your exact neckline, and the look will come out very fine when you turn your neckline with your lining piece. Okay, so I went on to trace out the sequence that were on the neckline, and you can see everything now have the shape of the neckline. So I went on to turn with my lining piece. As you can see, I turned the neckline with my lining piece and also the side. Then I did the same thing to my sleeve. I went on to sew my sleeve down and turn with my lining piece. Okay, so I did that on the second sleeve. As you can see, this is it, the second sleeve. So that is it. The next thing I also did was to turn the back part of my dress with lining piece. Okay, so I turned it with lining piece, the neck and the side, and also attached my zipper to it. Okay, so can you see what we have? So I also cut out my pocket. I believe we all know how to cut pocket. If you don't know how to cut pocket, watch my asymmetric neckline short boobo dress. You will I learn how I did that. So I'm going to bring the back and place it on the front, right side facing right side, and I'm going to join the shoulder. Okay, so I'm going to join the shoulder using one lining to conceal everything and sew. So after sewing, I am also going to attach my sleeve to it. Okay, I'm going to attach my inline sleeve to it, and I will bring it back for us to see. So I went on to sew the shoulder to join in and attach my sleeve as well. So the next thing I'm going to do is to mark where my pocket is going to be attached to. So I am going to measure from my shoulder to 1 inch below my waistline. Okay, so that is what I marked here, and the wideness of my pocket, that is where my hand will pass through, is going to be 7 inches. So I went on to mark that 7 inches here. So I'm going to measure the same thing on this side as well, 1 inch below my waistline, and I'm going to mark. Then after marking, I'm going to be creating the wideness of my pocket, that is where my hand will pass through, 7 inches. After that, I'm going to impute my circumferences, that is bust, under bust, waist, divided by 2 this time around, because these fabrics are into 2, and I'll join. So I was done marking and I took it to my machine and joined. So the only place left open is the 7 inches where I am going to be attaching my pocket to. Okay, so remember I told us I already cut out my pocket and sew the round part of my pocket, left only the place where I'm going to be attaching to the opening on the fabric. Okay, so I'm going to open it up here, and that is what I've done. And as I open it up, you see that I have 2 lines. So I'm going to place it like this, right side facing right side. I will join this one to this part and join this one to this part. Okay, so I was done joining, as you can see. So this is my pocket here. Let me turn it so that you can see. So this is it. Thank you so much for watching. See you some other time. Bye.